Yeah.
Like, what do you think goes through their heads? If they're just like, just wake up, somebody's like, you have 24 hours, you're gonna fucking die. They're like, oh my god! It's like, running around, just hitting shit.
I need to fuck.
What do I do?
Oh my god!
God, it smells like Danny DeVito's underboob.
Welcome to the DickeyDines show, everybody. Today we are looking over strange sexual practices, and I know what you're probably thinking. Your mind is instantly going to probably fisting, felching, stuff like that. That's not what we're going over.
Yeah, those are fucking lame ones. Those are typical.
Ooh, you
lame.
You
typical. Fisted you lady.
Ooh, you eat the ass.
You slid right in
so
that
cool.
fucking pussy. Said, ooh, let me felch you. I want you to tell me some shit that's gonna weird me out.
Yeah, so today we're gonna try and weird you out by going over different regions, and the sexual practices that they do. Like, say, tribes, for instance.
Ooh.
It's gonna get weird.
It's gonna get nutty.
Alright, so, number one. Girls of the Trabriander tribe, Trabriander,
News Tribune.
they engage in sexual acts from the age of 6.
Oh man.
The Trabriander tribe from Papua New Guinea embrace sexuality from an astonishingly young age. Boys start engaging in sexual activity from the age of 10 to 12, while the girls start from 6 years old. 6!
What the fuck?
6 years old. I mean...
Yeah, it's like
that's
I mean that's pedophilia, but
right.
I like that it says isn't that illegal? It's like, yeah, but that's not in America.
Well, it
like,
doesn't even matter if it's illegal.
Tribe.
Isn't that fucked up? Like,
well, I mean,
that
to us,
nasty?
I don't know. Apparently, that's their tradition.
Well, because even if you don't go by any like standards, you don't really. I don't mean I could be getting this wrong, but I feel like you don't really become sexually active until you like hit puberty. Yeah. It's usually like what 12, 13-ish is like the olden days. Like, oh, she's ready for the babying. You know, it's like
they say girls mature earlier, but I can't imagine 6.
No, that's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Let's move on. In Manjaya, older women have sex with young boys. I think we do that in America too.
Yeah, it's called cougar.
It's called cougars, but I think
in Mangina, an island in the South Pacific Ocean, boys around the age of 13 have sex with older women who teach them the intricacies. Oh my god.
Of the act.
Intricacies of the act and how best to please their partners. One-way ticket, please. Who wrote this? I like these little quips. That's like
it's obviously a guy.
Right. I like that he was just like, oh man, those little girls, dude. He's like, oh boy, fucking old woman, sign me up. I'm a guy. I like sex. Like,
so, but that even like. It's still fucking weird, but I get where it's like
Could you imagine the other way around?
Thing.
This guy would be like, gross.
It's like, it's literally like hands-on sex ed.
It's
because you go to school and you're like, this is a penis and a vagina. This is what you do. Where this is like, let me show you, honey, how you do it. Right. It's like,
isn't it weird how if you're a 13-year-old boy, statutory rape is sick? it's like that. It's like this older woman preying on this 13-year-old boy. Everyone's like, high fives, you fucking guy. You're not going to be scarred for life.
But if it's the other way around, it's like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, everyone's like, oh my god, he raped that little girl. And it's just like, oh, dude, bro, you fucking want a Coors Light, you fucking man?
In rural Austria, women feed armpit-flavored apples to their suitor. Yeah. Well, young women do a ritual dance with apple slices stuffed in their armpits. After the dance, each gives her slice to the man of her choice, and he eats it. What a way to pick your mate, you know? Just
you don't have to do that. You can use your words.
Yeah, right. Like, or just make them lick your armpit. Like, why do you have to eat an apple?
You have to do the dance. That's such a fucking process. Like, hold on, I gotta carve the apple up. I gotta put it in my armpit. I gotta dance.
That's probably a much easier ritual than what we do. You know, we have to like talk to somebody, and then we have to ask them on a date, take them out, and then we go with all this shit. There's like, here's an apple. Fuck me.
Here's my pit apple. Eat it, bitch.
Yeah. If you don't mind the smell of my armpit, you won't mind this anyway.
Armpit's not a fun taste. Like that's an awful way. Like they're just like it just seems rude. Like, oh, that's the guy I want to be with. And it's like, how can I just be it? I'm gonna spit in his mouth real quick. Like, you, come on.
It's like, well,
how do you feel about it?
You've tasted the worst of me, so I guess you can't get it.
Like, what if he, like, rejects? Does she get to beat his ass? There's, like, how's this work?
I don't know. Like, yeah, what if he spits out the apple? Maybe they're just not compatible.
Yeah, because that seems like a dominant, submissive thing. Like, the women are in charge there in the culture. So, if he's like, no, I'm okay, and she's just, like, beat his ass and
and, like,
him or what?
are the men, like, drunk during this, too? Because I feel like men do a lot of things that they wouldn't do.
Like, eat an armpit apple?
Like, eat an armpit apple. I mean, yeah.
If some bitch pulled a fucking apple out her armpit, I was like, I'm leaving.
Here you go!
Here you go.
All right, next up. the Krong tribe builds love huts where teenage girls can have sex with different men until they find the one.
They can't, like, it's like a right. They're like, it's such a privilege that they can do this.
It's a sex hut, basically.
Yeah.
With the Krong tribe in Cambodia, the elders built a love hut for their teenage daughters. Different boys spend the night here day after day until she finds a suitable partner who is then with her for life. Now, my question is...
What if it was the first guy and she never knows?
I'm assuming if it's the first guy, so I'm assuming this is going off of, like, the sexual, how they, like, click, how they perform right. But, like... I don't imagine in these tribes that they have contraceptives, like condoms.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like,
in this bitch.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, after like the first 5 or 6 dudes, she's pregnant with like the first or second guy, right? And then picks like the last dude, and it's like,
well, they probably
they have no way of telling, but
they probably have like old school abortion there. Probably got like stick to gut. Like just sit on the rotisserie stick for a couple hours until the baby's boiled.
God.
So you boil up all those little cells.
God. Oh, man. All right. In ancient Greece, men took young boys as lovers.
No.
I've heard of this before from like Sparta, like the Spartans, like I guess they used to do that, and then like from Gladiator, like
I like the Spartans too, just like the like badass of the badass.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
look at the look on this guy's face.
He's so stoked.
He's like, yeah.
Why is he like
here, boy.
hella Asian and these guys look like aliens?
Yeah, I don't know. For ancient Greeks, sexual identity didn't depend on gender and preference, but on who was the active penetrator and who was the penetratee.
They called it power bottom now.
Yeah, the active role was associated with higher social status, while the passive role meant youth and femininity, or boy love, in other words.
What's that?
I don't know. And it looks like it's licking an ass of something.
It looks like a shrimp tempura.
I think
he's using to scoop that guy's asshole.
I think it's his hand, and then his other hand is going into that dude's ass.
Well, look, that's arm.
Because, like, no,
arm.
yeah, but look, that's his arm.
Thing?
But then this is the other guy's arm, and that's his body, I assume.
Wait, there's a fourth guy down there?
I think that's a fourth guy, and that's a giant cock. I really don't know what that would be.
Is it a snake? Is he holding a snake under his asshole?
It's just like... I'm gonna be the penetrator.
It's like the least like exciting thing. Just like a couple licks, and then a couple little flickers. Like, oh yes. Oh.
I love this boy love.
This little boy love.
This snaky boy love.
Ooh. Oh no.
Some Nepali tribes in the Himalayas practice polyandry. Basically, all the brothers share one woman so that they don't have to have many children for their limited farmland. Oh, so they don't have too many children for their limited farmland.
I mean, she's gonna have a lot.
I was gonna say, like, look at how worn
Yeah.
out she looks.
Well, look at him. Do you think that's like one of the kids or one of the guys? Because if it's a kid, he looks like he's dumb, and that's probably from all this. Her fucking body's probably ruined.
I think these two are probably the men, and the rest are the kids.
But
she just looks done.
But they said the point was to not have multiple offsprings, right? There's like
so
6
they don't
kids
have
there.
too many, yeah. But I mean, she's still gonna have kids, but then there's not like triple that.
Right.
Or
I just imagine like
that.
one per guy. But
I mean, how do you go about that? You're like, hey Tom, I'd really like Guinevere tonight. Is that okay with you? Like, no, I want her tonight.
Yeah,
like,
all the brothers have to agree on one.
Yeah,
woman.
it's like,
how's that process? How do you even like bring that up to somebody? Be like, hey, so me and my 6 brothers are gonna like keep you, and then just have kids. With
well,
you.
it's like you said before. I think they're just raised into it. It's like a thing. And I
Look
imagine in this,
I'm just getting sad about it.
They all
every
look so
picture,
miserable.
all the women are just like, my purpose is to be a fuck thing that has kids. And
I
take care of them.
I think like. I don't know. That's so strange. I would imagine that they would have to like not have much type of emotional connection. Like they're there to have kids and work the farm and then die. Like
they're like worker bees.
Because I mean, like I get how polygamy is, but when it's like literally that is kind of strange. I mean, I don't know. To each his own, but that's a little weird to me.
You know those flies that are like have like a lifespan of 24 hours.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think goes through their heads? They're just like, it's wake up. So he's like, you have 24 hours. You're gonna fucking die. They're like, oh my god. It's like floating around, just hitting shit.
I need to fuck.
What do I do?
Oh my god.
And it's just like minutes left, and, then they instantly just become that weird crumbly thing where you touch it and they disintegrate.
Right? Yeah. It's like, oh no.
I know. I almost don't, like every time I see those specific flags, I'm like, I'm not even gonna kill you. Like,
Yeah.
You'll be
I just
dead
feel
soon.
bad
Yeah,
for
it's like,
you.
I almost want to be like,
you're
you want
gonna
to go
be dead
out?
soon.
You want to go out for like on the town and just like show the flag? The time
Right,
it's
yeah.
like, oh my God.
Right, that
You ever seen
picture.
Insidious?
It looks like my
Looks like
ex-girlfriend. The Wadabi tribe holds a wife-stealing festival every year. In the Wadabi tribe of Niger in West Africa, children are married in their infancy. Okay.
What?
However, at the yearly I'm butchering all these words, I know. At the yearly Yerawal festival, Wadabi men wear elaborate makeup and costumes and try to covertly steal another man's wife. If they go undetected, their union becomes recognized. So you not only steal them, you have to covertly, like...
Right, like you have to...
I'm gonna get you!
Like, you have
I'm gonna get you!
Yeah,
Like,
so,
you have to, like,
so they're
James
all,
Bond that shit.
So they're all dressed up in costumes, right? So that's, like, the whole point is that, like, nobody knows what you look like.
I would imagine, yes.
What? So why wouldn't you not just be like, I'm just going to stay with my wife the whole time?
Yeah, right.
And
Unless you were like, I'm sick of this.
Yeah,
so
right.
like,
I guess it
one.
could be good. It's basically like a big... Can you imagine if we had that here? It's just like a big festival you can go to and just divorce your wife. Like,
Yeah, right.
Basically, it's like, all right, we're all here, and then just like shove your wife and run. And
Yeah,
like,
right.
Whoever finds her gets her.
I think they called that Woodstock.
Right. Just go to Woodstock, take a bunch of acid together, and be like, I'm never seeing you again.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know
It
where
was
I'm going,
fun,
but
but
I'm not coming home with you.
I'm out of here. I also like how all of these are very just men. Like, the men wear makeup and they steal the women. Like,
Right.
the men do this, the men... So, it's like a very man-driven tribal society is kind of like the way it works.
Right.
That's weird, though. Yeah, like, I just get this image of, like dude just, like, Pink Panthering, like, doo-doo.
Right, it's like, let's do it.
I gotcha.
Right.
Ancient Egypt was obsessed with masturbation. They believed the ebb and flow of the Nile was caused by their god of creation's ejaculation. Thus, they would ritually masturbate into the Nile to ensure a wealth of water for crops. During the Egyptian festival of the god Min, who represented the pharaoh's sexual power, men regularly masturbated in public. See, like, if we do that nowadays, we end up in jail.
You all were coming in the water. you got a drink from. Sick.
They probably hang out with the dudes in the fucking...
Yeah, right. They're just the wife stealing festival. They'll show up and come in the water together.
Oh, man.
Do you think they do it like in group, or it's like, all right, your shift, like go do a come?
Yeah, like, I just got done, man, you're up.
Or like probably to save time. It's like, all right, it's lunch break. Everyone go jerk off
Yeah,
in the
like,
river.
because, you know, I would just picture, like, when you go into, like, a big bathroom and there's a bunch of urinals where you just pee next to, like, somebody. It's
You're
like,
all
you're all just
jerking off,
standing there next to each other, like, how's it going, Ted?
Right. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like,
Oh, nice shot, man.
yeah, back again. I just
Oh,
saw you in
dude,
here.
yeah. That's fucking interesting. During the celebration of Pon in Indonesia, participants have to spend the night and have intercourse with someone other than their wife or husband. It is said that their wishes of good luck will only come true if they have sex with the same person at all 7 celebrations throughout the year. So you only have good luck if you have sex with the same person at all 7 celebrations.
That isn't your husband or wife.
That is not your husband or wife throughout there. So you're having
You
sex
have to
with
as
at
well.
least 7 other people than your husband or your wife. But if it's the same person, you'll have good luck throughout the year. I mean, I'm not saying I'm a superstitious guy, but this might be a
whole lot of honky.
whole lot of fucking.
It sounds like a thing just made up by guys so they could keep fucking
Right? Like,
girls.
all of these just sound
Yeah.
like things that are like, you know what I want to do today?
Yeah.
I want to masturbate in public.
Right, and there's
Right into this here. It's like
How
a
can we
bunch
do
of
this?
drunk dudes. I want to come on this here river. Hey, come and back me up. It's just like, what?
How do I mean, yeah, it's like, how do we get away with this? Like,
Yeah.
let's just make them think it's like some crazy tradition.
Or like the
appease
mightiest
gods.
warrior, or like the ruler was just like, yeah, he got drunk and he was like, I just got caught masturbating in public. Well, now it's a thing.
Right.
We all have to do it, so what I did is fine.
Yeah, they're like,
know?
why were you doing that? It's like, I was appeasing the sex pharaohs. They were like, oh, this
What's sex pharaohs? Oh,
shut the fuck up and paint your face and go fuck someone else's wife.
The Muria tribe from Chhattisgarh have a very sexually liberated culture. They have mixed-sex dormitories where adolescents are sent to practice premarital sex, sometimes with a single partner and sometimes serially. They are discouraged from being emotionally attached to their partner. So
it's basically like a training ground.
It's literally just
so when
sex
you get
ed.
your wife, you get
Yeah.
like to be a king at sex.
But then again, it's like, each person you have sex with is going to be somewhat different than the last person.
Right.
So it's like, how can you say that, like, oh, I've had sex with these 5 women, so my wife I'm going to please significantly? It's like, she could be into way different things than these 5 people were.
Right.
Or they could be freaks, you know, and she could be, like, totally tame, or the opposite, to where he just gets murdered.
Right.
Like,
that seems like a horrible time to, like, in your adolescence when you're, like, your brain's developing to just, like, go have a bunch of sex with all these girls and be like, don't get attached, though.
Yeah.
It's like...
Right, it's like,
it's
don't do that.
Yeah, go do the most intimate thing
I'm
you
gonna
can
give you
with
a
a
candy
person.
bar, but don't eat it.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, eat
Don't
all
like
the candy
it.
bars you want, but don't get fat.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't get attached to that really nice thing you're fucking. It's
Yeah,
just like,
right.
Oh, okay. Sure.
I mean, yeah, that's interesting.
Okay.
Alright.
Get better tribes.
Get better, tribe. In Innisboo, near Ireland, people make love with their underwear on. The people of Innisboo, an island off the coast of Ireland, are so sexually repressed that they keep their underwear on even during sexual intercourse.
So just like fuck through their garment.
That sounds like a Mormon thing. Like what we were talking about that earlier. What's it called when you just like stick your dick in a woman, but you just
pruning.
Stick it. Is it like
no? What was it called, Tony?
It was like soaking or something.
Soaking.
You just put your dick in there. You're like, oh well, this is
going
fun.
to bed. Just let your dick.
It's like, I mean,
tickle.
yeah, you can have sex with your underwear on, and I don't
But
get the point of the underwear. Then you're still having. I'm assuming they're not pushing the underwear into their vagina. They're going around it. I assume.
Yeah, like
so it's like you're still doing it.
Yeah.
Like
it's just a sexually repressed. So are they just like disgusted by sexual organs, and they're just like, I like sex, but like I don't want to see your pussy.
That maybe.
And like maybe that's what. Or
yeah.
like, yeah, maybe they just don't get it, so maybe they're just like unwashed, they're gross to look at or something. Like maybe balls are just like spaghetti and
spaghetti
and just angel hair pasta, and vaginas are like a creature from Dark Crystal or something.
Women of the Guajiro tribe must make a man fall to make love. Right, just shove him down. Yeah. You love me, bitch. Colombia's Guajiro people have a ceremonial dance. If a woman trips,
it literally is that.
Yeah, if a woman trips a man during their dance, they must have sex. So, like, just imagine the most hideous, like,
you're like, no!
You're just like, no! No!
You have the ultimate...
You must fuck me!
Oh, right, just like some big lady's like, whoa! Just like, judo flips you and then just looks at you and is like,
come here to my hut.
Or you could be the best wingman if you just like did that thing where you go behind somebody and just sit down and then somebody shoves them.
Oh like, yeah, maybe that's where it originated from.
Yeah, right.
It's
just like tricking people.
I want to fuck that guy.
I'm not big enough. Can you stand behind him? I'm gonna bump into him and then I'm gonna fucking date rape him.
I do appreciate this is the only one so far that the women are in control.
Or it's still hear me out though. It still could be a man thing because they're making the women do this thing. They're making them choose. Like obviously the tripping thing's a bit weird, but almost it could almost be a humility thing too. Like they want a strong woman, so if the fragile ones can't, they can laugh at them and shit.
Well, my question is like, what are the rules for tripping someone? Because like, can they just walk up and like fucking like push them and like kick their foot out?
It says during a ceremonial dance.
Right. So like, okay, interesting.
So they must be dancing, and then is it a struggle or is he not allowed to fight it? Like,
yeah, right.
Because obviously he's at the ceremony, he knows what's about to happen. So is he just like, "What's up, bitch?" Like, you start like clinching and shit, and like comes a brawl.
Only works out his calves.
Yeah,
just like giant fucking legs.
That
just like you'll never get me.
Seems so stupid because you'd think that if he just liked the girl and
he would just go, "Oh, you made me trip."
Yeah, he's like, like, does that work too? Like, if he just trips and like she doesn't make him, like then he can just win too.
I feel like there's a lot of gray area.
Like they came up with it because they're like, oh, we'll let them think they're doing everything, but we're just gonna find hot girls and shove them, or we're gonna fall in front of them. Yeah, then we can fuck them.
Interesting. Sambian tribe of New Guinea have a tradition of separating their boys from the girls at the age of 7 to 10 years. During this period, they undergo piercings, nosebleeds, and have to drink the semen of the tribe's mightiest warriors. So my question is, why?
Right. Well, yeah, two of the things. Like, one, so why is 17 significant? Because it's like they take them at 7 for 10 years, And so they don't have any connection with each other, right?
Yeah.
The girls and the boys are separated for 10 years.
Yeah.
And then they get all fucking weird with piercings and forced nosebleeds and
You're right.
cum drinking.
Ah, you're a mighty warrior.
Right. How do they decide initially? Is there just like, do they just have like a Hunger Games type situation?
I would imagine, yeah, it's probably the one that's, well, maybe it's like the most built in stature.
The biggest guy.
Or it could be like the one that hunts and kills the most or provides the most. I would assume I'm sure they have their ways of like figuring that out. But another question is this like a punishment? Like, did they have to drink semen as like punishment for not being the mightiest warrior?
Or is it like a
like
respect kind of issue?
Yeah, respect thing where it's just like, oh, like, if I drink his semen, I will now become mighty.
Right.
Is my question.
What if there's like a mighty warrior, but he's like all about drinking cum, so he doesn't want to be. So he's like, I'm not even gonna try. But
Yeah,
he's
right.
like the best warrior, but he's like, nah, dude, I fuck it.
He's the only gay one in the whole
He's
tribe.
like, I just really want horchata, and that's the closest thing I can find. Give me your warrior cum.
Yeah, that's it.
But I can't imagine that like they would come back and the girls would be like, "So I heard you've been drinking cum for 10 years."
Welcome to my life, bitch.
Yeah, it's like, how's it feel, pussy?
How's it feel? So that's 13 unusual sexual practices from around the world.
Very unusual.
What did you think was the most unusual? And do you know any more that we didn't cover that you would recommend for another video like this? Hit that like button. Be sure to check out our Patreon to support us because we don't make shit for money because we do content like this.
We talk about cum a lot.
Come. Yeah, thank you so much.
Come back next time. We do a live stream of us coming in a river.